What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Concrete Edge right here on Deco-Crete TV. My name's Jeff, and on today's show, we're going to be going over a few tips to make sure that your concrete is ready for winter, so stay tuned and you're going to learn all about it. So, you guessed it, it is that time of the year again, and winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
The question is your concrete ready for it? And now I'm not trying to scare anybody here or anything, and some of this is out of your control, but there are a few things you can do to help minimize potential damage and keep your concrete looking as good as possible. So the first question is this the first winter for your concrete? And I mean, if it is, there is obviously nothing you can do about that. That's just a fact, and it is what it is. But it is important to understand that you do need to treat things a little bit different, because that first winter that your concrete is going to go through is when it's going to be at its most vulnerable point. So just make sure you treat it accordingly. I mean, even though that concrete is nice and hard and you can drive on it and everything like that, it is still susceptible to things like wintertime damage, especially from ice melts. And this leads us into the next part, is stock up on the ice melts now. Don't wait till it's too late. I mean, all ice melts can potentially cause damage to your concrete, but some are definitely better than others. Now, this might not be something that you can get at your local hardware store. This might be something you have to order, or they can run out of this stuff. So just don't wait till it's too late, because when you do that, then you're just going to end up using rock salt, and that is a bad idea. Now, when it comes to ice melts in the wintertime, I mean, we have a full video on this, and so please check that out as well, because there is a lot more to melting ice on concrete than just using one product over another. So aside from that, I mean, if you don't already have a snow removal service lined up, then just do that now as well, because if you wait till that first snow, these companies get incredibly busy and they might not even get to you. And the last thing on this is just to make sure that you also put up a few marking stakes along your driveway. That way, when that company is there to plow, they can keep their truck on the driveway and out of your yard. So next up is cleaning and just some overall maintenance. So it doesn't matter what kind of concrete you have. I mean, it's always good to give it a good clean before winter, but especially concrete driveways. This can get rid of all that mildew and mold and grime. And this is also a great time to inspect what your surface actually looks like, because who knows, maybe there's some damage that you might want to address before winter, and this is a great time to actually notice it. It's really easy to miss this stuff, especially on driveways. Now, if you have your saw cuts filled with some sort of caulking, now is also a great time to go ahead and touch those up as well, because you don't want to wait till it's too late to go ahead and get those things filled up, because if you don't want water down in there, taking care of this now is going to be your best bet. And if your concrete's going to need to be sealed, and we'll get to that point in a minute, but I mean, if it does need sealed, you're going to have to do all this anyway, so just do this beforehand. Obviously, you're cleaning using water. We can't do this in freezing temperatures, and everything that we need to do after the cleaning all needs to be done while we still have a little bit of decent weather left. So now this leads us on to repairs, and I mean, this can be kind of important too, because repairing pop-outs and spalls or cracks, I mean, this is all going to help water from not sitting in those over the winter and freezing or making the damage any worse. And most of these repair products, I mean, they are not going to work in cold weather, so now is the time. So to finish things up, the number one thing you can do to make sure your concrete is ready for winter is keep it sealed. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to seal your concrete every single fall. I mean, in fact, this is generally like a 4 to 5 year thing. But if it's been a while and your concrete hasn't been sealed, now is the time to do so. That is the most important thing, is making sure that that stuff is sealed. Now, decorative concrete, this could be a little bit different, because you're probably sealing this every 3 or 4 years anyways, just so it stays looking nice. But driveways, man, it can be easy to forget about this stuff. And if you're not sure if your concrete needs sealed or not, again, just keep an eye on it, monitor it when it gets wet, and see if water is really soaking in, then it is probably time to do this. And we also have a Technique of the Week episode where Jason goes over a really quick, easy way to see if your concrete needs sealed or not. And again, if this does need to happen, these sealers, and again, we have a full episode on sealing concrete in cold weather and how cold is too cold, but I'm telling you, there is a point where you cannot seal this anymore, so now is the time to do it. And everything that we talked about before this is all leading up to if you need to seal your concrete. And because the main point is, if that water is soaking into that concrete, that is not good. But if the water can't get into the concrete, then quite frankly, the water can't freeze in the concrete. Well guys, that's pretty much it for this week's show. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video as well as all the rest of the videos on our channel. And man, we really got to say how much we appreciate that support. And don't forget about the Decorative Concrete Expo. Happens every single February. All you got to do is click the link right down in the description and all the information is there. So from all of us here at Deco-Crete TV, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.